Hi, our lesson now is about probability distributions. We'll start probability distributions to talk about the discrete random variables distributions. Discrete random variables, from its name, I have the x to be a discrete variable, either it's 2, 3, 4, or 5. So the probability here of having x equal to 2 is 0.1. The probability of having x equal to 3 is 0.2, and so on. What I have to know, the first thing I have to know, that all the probabilities, they add up always to 1. As we can see, the 0.1 plus 0.2 plus 0.3 plus 0.4, this is always equal to 1. This is the first rule that we will learn, that all the probabilities simply add up to 1. The second thing that we have to know is figuring out such a probability. If I want the probability of x to be less than or equal to 3, this means I want the probability of x equal to 2 plus the probability of x equals to 3. And this is equal to 0.1 plus 0.2, and this gives me 0.3. Moreover, it is very important for us to know how to find out the expected value or the mean of x. So the expected value or the mean, expected value, I can write it as E of x is equal to the sum of x times the probability of x equal to x. You don't have to panic, because now I'll explain how we can find it. It's very simple and very easy. Each x value, I simply multiply it by its probability and then I add them up. So the expected value in this case would be 2 times the 0.1 plus the 3 times the 0.2 plus the 4 times 0.3, and so on. By this, I can find out the expected value, which is the mean of x. Let's have an example now. The probability distribution of discrete random variable x is given in the following table. I have x either 4, 5, 6, or 7, and the probability either 4k for the 4, 6k for 5, for 6, 6k, and for 7, 4k. Section A, we need to find out the value of k. Simply for section A, all the probabilities, we always said that they always add up to 1. So I have 4k plus 6k plus 6k plus 4k, and this is equal to 1. We need to add up the k's, so I have 12 and 4 plus 4, I have it to be 20k equal to 1, To find k, I simply divide by 20. So now the value of k is 1 over 20. So after finding the values of k, I simply can write down the probabilities. This is 4k, which means this is 4 over 20. This is 6k, which means this is 6 over 20. 6k, also 6 over 20. And 4k, which is 4 over 20. These are the probabilities. For part B, we need to find the expected number of x. The expected number, we multiply each value of x times its probability and simply we add them up. So now for part B, the expected value of x is equal to 4 times 4 over 20 plus 5 times 6 over 20 plus 6 times 6 over 20 plus the 7 times 4 over 20. So this is equal to, I need to use my graphical display calculator now. I have 4 times 4 over 20 plus 5 times 6 over 20 plus 6 times 6 over 20 plus 7 times 4 over 20. And this value would be equal to 11 over 2. So the expected value of x is simply equal to 11 over 2, which is equal to 5.5.